Hi, I'm here to talk about Dead Ringo, which I think is a really underrated show. Dead Ringo has a series of short episodes, and I think that it was created by Eddie Mort, who I think is the um, who did a lot of work for Mucha Lucha. I think that he's the co-creator of it. And Mucha Lucha is a cartoon show that I did watch as a kid, and I don't have the strongest memory of it, but I do think it's a pretty solid cartoon show. And it seemed like Eddie Mort wanted to create another show, and I think that Dead Ringo is really impressive. And I think that it's really well done. And what's interesting about Dead Ringo is that the episodes are very short. I think they're like a lot of 3 minute sort of episodes, but a lot of stuff happens in the episodes. They do feel eventful. Um, it feels like after an episode's done, it doesn't feel like that's it. It feels like some really cool, interesting, and sometimes funny stuff happened. And it also is able to do that without feeling overwhelming or feeling too overly rushed. And I think that's really impressive. So with Dead Ringo, ninja character, going on some adventures, fighting some cool villains, and getting a couple of friends. And there's a lot of really fun stuff that happens. And it feels very creative and pretty unpredictable. And I feel like Dead Ringo is too well done of a cartoon show to be a show that kind of just falls into obscurity and doesn't get talked about. I feel like it deserves a lot of attention. Um, and uh, there's this channel, and I could be wrong, but I think that Eddie Mort is doing the channel. So I think that Eddie Mort is actually uploading the episodes of Dead Ringo, and I think that the videos deserve way more views, way more attention, because I feel like Eddie Mort has really been knocking it out of the park, doing really amazing, impressive things, and the visuals are really good. It's very beautiful looking, and there's a lot of creative style to it. I think the animation really works. I really like the character designs. I think particularly Sato, fantastic design, and able to have a character that can look beautiful while also having a lot of style and personality and a lot of expressions, and can even look intimidating in some instances, and then have some comedic faces. Really impressive stuff in Dead Ringo. So I think it deserves way more attention at its beginning, because I was looking at it, and I think that I'm the first person to ever comment on one of the episodes, and I feel like that feels very strange, because I feel like Eddie Mort hasn't done a cartoon show that's just good. I think that Eddie Mort has done something that's really impressive, arguably even amazing, and I feel like Dead Ringo deserves way more attention. So I'm really hoping that a lot of people check out Dead Ringo and really have a great time watching it. I feel like it deserves way more attention than it's been getting, and I personally think that Dead Ringo has a lot of great potential to be a full series. I think that the short cartoons are very impressive and how much is able to happen in them. I do think it would be great to flesh out those shorts though, and have them be like full 20-minute episodes and have like a big full season. I do think there's enough potential there, and there's some really interesting characters. The heroes are pretty likable, and I think there's some cool entertainment to the villains. I think that there's a lot of really good stuff in Dead Ringo, and I think it deserves way more attention and respect than I think it's been getting. So I really want Dead Ringo's popularity to rise and for it to become a big celebrated classic. I think it very much deserves that.